So once again we're going to do another part. This time it'll have a few more features and some that we haven't used in the last video. So once again, new sketch, always best to place it on the XY plane to start with, normally. Okay, and once again we're going to use this center point to create a rectangle from the center point. Okay, so we start with doing the bracket. So it's actually a square. Now, if you do know the sizes, okay, you know this from last time, it's going to do all the proper constraints for us. So we type 50 into that value, and then press the tab key. It will jump from the one down the bottom to the one on the side, and we can press 50 again and type enter. So once again, everything's gone dark, which means it's fully constrained with the constraints. So see what the parallels and the horizontals and the perpendiculars there, and the two sizes. So go ahead and finish the sketch. So once again, do it in little bits. So we could have drawn the L shape of the side, but we'll do it this way. So just extrude that up 15. I'm just going to drag it. Okay, so if you zoom in and out, it actually changes the zoom level. Okay, so before it was zooming in 10s, and now it's zoomed in a bit, it's zooming in 5s. So 15. Actually want a 20 tool. Okay, so now we're going to create the back. So we're going to create another sketch and we're going to draw on the top. This time we're going to use a rectangle. The first point I want to be in the top left side, and the right hand side I want to be on the line. You see the blue squares coming up? So it's got 15. Okay, so although the sizes were there when I let go, because I didn't type any values in, you see the only one that's fixed is that 50 because I clicked on the corner and on this edge. This one, although it said 15 when I let go, I haven't put a size on, so that's why the top three lines are dark, but we've got one light blue line, so I just need to finish off that dimension. Okay, 15. And finish the sketch and extrude it. And again, it can see two profiles, so you have to click which one. And we want to go up 55 now. There we go. Okay, so we've got the basic shape sorted. So this time it's got fillets, so we've used fillet before, so let's put that one in. It's only the one, so we can do that, and that is a 5mm radius. On these corners it's got a chamfer this time, so it works very similar to fillet. You see they're grouped together, so click on chamfer, we click the two edges, and you see it's on equal distance. And if it says 10 by 45, what that means is that this value is 10, and the other one's automatically gets entered at 10. And there we go. Right, so we want to create the slot that's on the front and going through. So new sketch on this front face, and we can use a rectangle center point like this. So this now keeps this rectangle always in the middle, but effectively I'm not going to use this bottom half of it, but it's the best way to keep it in the center. So when I dimension it, from one side to the other is 25mm, but I'm only interested in the top of the slot to the bottom of my part, not all the way down, which is 5. Okay, so you can see, although we've got a rectangle that's bigger, see what happens in a second. So pick this shape. Okay, I could pick both sides, and I'm just going to drag it, but remember that's just to force it to do a cut, but again you want to go all the way through in that extent type, like so. So let's just do the simple hole on the front, and it's actually easier to do it from the back, so we'll spin it around, click on hole, click on its back face, And this time we want to do a reference from this edge, 25. Okay, avoid pressing enter at this point, because all that'll do is actually press OK and the whole thing will disappear. And then the distance from the bottom is 55. Again, we want the hole to go all the way through, and it is a 20mm hole. Spin back to the home view. Okay, now we're going to put this hole in the top. Now this has got a few different features. So looking at the drawing, it says M10 by 1.5. Don't know about the 6H. Then you've got that U shape, which denotes counterbore. Diameter 16, 5mm deep. So let's start the hole command and click on the face where we want to drill. Let's get the references in first. So again, it's 25 away from this edge, and it is 35mm away from the back. Okay, so this time we don't want a simple hole, we want a hole with a counterbore. And we also want, so that will sort the top out, we need the bottom part of it to be tapped. That's what the M stands for. So here we've got some sizes now. So the distance is all the way through still. So this top diameter we said was 16 diameter and 5mm deep. Now the reason it's coming up red is because the counterbore is smaller than the actual hole. But let's go and change that now by coming down to the thread type. We don't want 20, we wanted 10, so find 10 in the list. And there you see the M10 by 1.5, like it says on the drawing, in 6H. Right-handed. And then we just need to check that the fully threaded edge. Yeah, so that's okay. And what's going on? $16 diameter, 5mm deep, ISO 10mm. It doesn't like the counterbore. Make it bigger. Strange. Computers, eh? So the first time I did it, didn't like it. I just went and edited it, and it's now happy with that 16. So click OK. So what you can see now is this part is the counterbore, the 16 by 5, and then we've got this threaded element here. Just spin it off a bit. There we go. And that is our second part completed.